I think that religion gives people a moral compass. Do the
Yeah, no
best you
doubt.
can with what you got while you're living from your ego.
Yep.
Um, but I have experienced and have come to know intimately that every single religion, spiritual venture ends at the same place.
And the great?
No, no, right here, right now.
I don't understand.
So it kind of goes back to our conversation on consciousness,
Yeah,
right? What are we?
good question.
It's so simple. It's so simple. Are we just these bodies? Our bodies act spontaneously.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question because sometimes, like,
If you have an itch, do you think I have an itch? Move my right arm. No, it just itches it. It's spontaneous. You're not in control of it. You are in control of it as, oh, I want to pick this phone up or pick this up. I need a drink of water.
right,
But if a fly comes in or a mosquito lands on your head, do you think about it or you just react?
right, yeah.
There's no thinking.
Yeah, so I'm not an expert in that field, but I've been exploring that a lot in like the neuroscience world, but I'm not able to articulate it as well as they do. I mean, like they talk about the things that just happen. And I was just listening to something like Maps of Meaning on
Mm-hmm.
the way over here, and they were talking about, oh, the piece of paper. What color is the piece of paper?
Yeah.
And then they're like, where did that thought come from? Where did that come from? It's like, man, I don't know where some of these things come from. Like they just
Keep investigating that.
like all of a sudden it's there, and I'm like, man, that was interesting. And that leaves me open to the possibilities of something much bigger than me,
Yeah.
like feeding me.
Yeah.
But then, do I think like, oh, this is the one, this is the truth? Like I can't just like, boom, buy that,
Yeah.
and then follow it blindly.
Well, that's why even Jesus taught in parables,
Yeah,
because it's not something that you can describe in words. Um, yeah, that's why he talked in parables for two reasons. One, he didn't want to get killed and beheaded like John the Baptist for talking like that. So he started teaching in parables to the public. And then in a lot of the unpublished texts, his disciples ask him what he meant by these parables in private, and he tells them.
yeah,
Um, so, yeah, keep investigating that because when you find that, that's the true definition of being reborn. Because what you think your life is or what it should be all falls away. And that doesn't, you train dogs right now. That doesn't mean you're stop being a dog trainer or whatever, but
nope.
you're you start seeing things without looking at them through your mind.
I don't know. Like I don't know because it's so hard to take in all the details of the world. Like you can't because
There's so much more detail.
I know like you overlook so much stuff, and that's the thing with science. Like okay, you're invested in it, but what are you missing because
Right?
you're on track?
Even science can't explain what you are.
Yeah, and like for me, I'm like, what's the point of looking that deep? But then there's something that keeps pulling me towards that.